This is Mars Explorer 2, calling to Clavis Base. I'm going to be brief but detailed because my mind is currently split between calculated observance and a growing sense of undying madness. I know I must remain calm while reporting these notes, but I must report I will not complete this voyage alive. It is impossible at this point while I sit in the safety of this vehicle, but inside me, I feel something awful taking a hold of my physicality. I will spare no more time explaining my intent. Here is my report. Upon landing at the Chinese base on the Magna Mans Valley, the Chinese split away from our team with equipment and our only land vehicle. I was weary of this call to fragment out forces, but I knew they were personally running your instructions, Dr. Satu. It's all clear to me now what your intent was. Those poor guys didn't know what they were building or installing for you. I know it was some sort of antenna. Still, it shook up the ground enough to ignite attention from the locals. I must have seen that footage more than 5 dozen times before I could make up my mind about what I wanted my team to do next. The purpose of this voyage was to test out the drill I had designed for this mission. I was tempted to abandon this effort after seeing the footage of your team having encountered life on Mars. Still, my teammates were confident and assured that they could complete the task by merely keeping an eye on their surroundings to avoid catastrophe. The last thing they told me was that it was okay for me to remain at the camp. I pleaded with them, but they had no doubts they were in any danger. Writing off the Chinese team as reckless since they had avoided speaking with us about their plans for the duration of our trip. We had established a firm contact line, and I viewed their progress via a live feed from Josh's smart device. It was less than a few seconds before these strange things materialized. They bore resemblance to human body parts, but I was sure that these were only avatars of a dangerous shape-shifting creature. When you spend enough time alone, your mind surrenders to crazed ideas of the unknown. I had never been inundated with claims based only on witness testimonies. Yet, with my own eyes, I saw my men go down in one quick stroke of dreadful violence. I dared not leave the camp, but in a moment of desolation, I thought it proper to search for the remnants of my fallen colleagues to bring back to their loved ones. There, I attempted to contact you, Dr. Satu. You never replied, nor did anyone at the launch base. All I heard was the strange static, interrupted by disturbing sounds akin to a whale moan. I walked for almost a mile before I found strange tracks in the dust. From the corner of my eye, I made the movement of a beastly creature I could not describe beyond a large crocodile with no legs. I was chased by it until I reached a black void. The landscape around me had vanished. I was alone in this horrid pit. It didn't appear to be a cave as I saw no entrance, but all around me I felt an ungodly presence enveloping my existence. I could see some shapes forming in front of me, until I looked up, gazed upon a hideous monstrosity. I still get scared remembering this ghastly sight, and the wretched, sharp-toothed smile it wore on its gray, scaly skin. It did not speak at all, but waved those awful forearms around as I found myself being swallowed by the masses attached to its enormous stomach. So, I must tell you, I have not felt right. I am sure I will not make it back to Earth alive. Damn you, Dr. Satu. As to find this being, whether it's some evil sacrifice or demented study of its behavior, we were all test subjects for this damned expedition. So I say to hell with you and your research. I pray after this is all over, you will be humiliated enough to never send anyone back there. As for those listening, those I know, worked with, or ever loved, I say goodbye. My body is deteriorating and the evil mass is consuming my being. Goodbye. Goodbye.